Bismillah. I'm going to share with you a little story. I was about 7 months pregnant, and I noticed a whole bunch of little tiny skin tags all of a sudden appear on my neck. And what I did, I panicked and I went to the bathroom and I got some scissors and I cut one off. It was the most scariest thing ever. I don't know if you ever tried that, but it's not much fun. Later, I discovered a much easier way, and I wish I would have known it back then. And I'm going to share it with you right now. And I'm also going to share with you the number one mistake that most people make in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk about these 2 star ingredients. And you probably have them right in your pantry. Now, the good news is they're not expensive. They're castor oil and baking soda. Individually, both of these have incredible health and cosmetic properties. The castor oil is rich in ricinoleic acid, which you all know that I love. It's very powerful. It's deeply penetrating. It's also a high in anti-inflammatories, is antimicrobial, and tissue softening. It's been used for thousands of years. The baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, it acts as a mild drying agent and exfoliant. But it also has other properties that most people don't mention, such as it helps to balance your pH levels. And there's also been research of how it can help with cancers and other diseases. So there's a lot more to it than just a drying agent. And when you mix these 2 together, the castor oil will increase the benefits of the baking soda and also help to protect the surrounding skin at the same time. Now let's talk about why the skin tags happen. And right after this, I'm going to share the exact step-by-step nightly routine, including the mistake that most people make. Skin tags are usually completely harmless, but they do tend to pop up in areas where skin rubs against other skin or clothing, like underarms or our necks or our bra area. And as hormone levels naturally shift, such as when you're pregnant or during your periods or even perimenopause or menopause, which would be 30s, 40s, and 50s, our skin's elasticity, it also changes. So combine that with the friction, insulin sensitivity changes, or collagen shifts, these tiny growths start to appear. Now, understanding why our body responds this way is the first step in taking control of our skin health naturally. And if you're a woman over 35 and you love these simple natural remedies, I actually combined all my favorite recipes on castor oil, from everything from your hormone balancing to skin to hair to gut cleansing, everything in my complete castor oil resource for women 35 plus. It helps with fine lines, joint stiffness, liver detox, skin tags, age spots, everything you want to know. And it's specifically written for women over 35. And I put a link in the top of the comments so you can go and check that out, and it's also in the description box. Now I'm going to share with you the Band-Aid secret that keeps this working while you sleep in a few minutes. But let's get into the exact ratio first. So you need to get the consistency right. This is crucial. If it's too runny, it will drip down and not stay where you want it to. And it could also stain on your clothes. If it's too dry, it won't penetrate the tag. Now here is the perfect ratio. You want 1 part baking soda to 1 part castor oil. You want to mix them together into a thick, gritty paste, and it should look and feel almost like wet sand or paste mortar. You only need a tiny pinch at a time. Here is how you need to apply it. You need to cleanse the area, so you wash the area around the skin tag with mild soap and warm water and just pat it dry. And using a clean cotton swab or toothpick, dab a tiny bit of the paste directly onto the head and base of the skin tag. Try to keep it off the surrounding healthy skin as much as possible. And number 3 is the seal. This brings us to the Band-Aid secret. And in just a minute, I'm going to share with you the one mistake most people make. So hang around. Now you want to cover the tag with a small, breathable bandage or a little spot Band-Aid. This is essential. Why? Because it traps the moisture, it prevents the baking soda from flaking off onto your sheets, and it creates a localized microenvironment that forces ricinoleic acid and the baking soda deep into the stock of the skin tag. You want to do this once every night before bed. In the morning, peel off the bandage and gently wash the dried paste with warm water and let the skin breathe during the day. Now, this is a mistake that most people make. By day 3 of doing this, you might notice some major changes, and the skin tag might be turning a dark brown, almost black, and it might be slightly tender. But here's the secret that most people don't know. That dark color is actually a sign that it's working. When the skin tag turns dark or black, it means the mixture has successfully cut off the blood flow to the tissue. The cells inside the tag are dying, and it's supposed to dry up and darken before it detaches. If you don't know this, you might stop too early thinking you did something wrong. So here's what to expect day by day. But stick with me for the next 60 seconds, and I'm going to share with you something that you should avoid when the skin tag starts dangling. And this will prevent scarring. So here's what you can expect from days 1 to 2. The tag will stay soft. You might feel a tiny tingling sensation from the baking soda. By day 3 to 5, the tag will start to shrink, dry out, and turn dark brown or black. By day 6 or 8, or even up to day 14, depending on how big the skin tag was, the base becomes very thin and brittle. It eventually shrivels up and falls off naturally during the morning wash or while rubbing softly with a towel. Patience is key. Every person's skin density and hormone profile is different, so don't rush it and don't give up. Now here's the biggest mistake people make, and please promise me you won't do this. Do not pull or pick at it. When the skin tag is hanging by a tiny thread on day 5 or 6, it is so tempting to pull it off. But if you pull it before the root tissue has fully detached naturally, you risk causing minor bleeding, skin infection, or leaving a small dark scar. So you want to let the castor oil and baking soda finish the job until it drops off effortlessly on its own. Your skin will heal far smoother with zero scarring. And before we wrap this up, I have one final bonus trick using plain castor oil that guarantees your skin heals silky smooth with no spot left behind. Once the skin tag has fallen off, stop applying the baking soda paste. Now switch to using just 1 drop of pure castor oil morning and night on that spot for another 3 to 5 days. Castor oil promotes tissue regeneration and it boosts the local circulation. And this will keep the newly revealed skin soft and hydrated. So this will guarantee that the spot blends right back in with the rest of your skin tone. So before you think about grabbing those scissors or going to the doctor for some expensive treatment, you might want to try this. And remember to grab your copy of the complete castor oil resource for women 35 plus in the link down below. You won't be disappointed at how much information is in that book. And drop me a comment if you've tried castor oil for your skin. I'd love to hear it. And make sure you go and watch this video right over here on why you should put castor oil in your belly button if you're over 40.